stellar season, right? Winning the orange cap for the second time in his glittering IPL career. What can we expect from this incredible icon? Let's find out.
King Kohali, world champion, the GOAT, run machine, orange cap winner, and a fan favorite. In his era-defining career, Virat has been given a lot of names. But there is one title he's missing out on, an IPL champion. Title or no title, Virat is still an IPL royalty with no distant challengers. He is the highest one scorer in the Indian Premier League. He has the most centuries in the IPL as well. Along with David Warner, he has the most number of seasons with 500 plus ones. To top it off, he is a two-time orange cap winner. The list of achievements is endless. What's more, his great is only getting better. Last season, he won the orange cap with 741 runs. And these runs came at a strike rate of 155, which is his best strike rate in the IPL so far. This is season 18 of the incredible league, and for jersey number 18, this one is extra special. But two of T20's toughest mystery spinners, Sunil Narayan and Virat Chakravarti, stand in Kohali's way, where the king manages a strike rate barely above 100. For years, mystery spin has tested him, but last season, King Kohali changed the script.
I brought out the slog sweep to the spinners, something that I just mentally put myself in that situation. I didn't practice it at all. I know I can hit it because I've hit it a lot in the past. So I just felt like, I need to take a bit more risk.
A shift in mindset, a shift in approach. Strike rate up from 111 to 137. Balls per boundary slashed from 10.6 to 6.7. Virat Kohali, Generation Gold's biggest icon, will look to rewrite the record books once again in hopes to win RCB's quest of their first Tata IPL title.
Virat Kohali enters another IPL season in solid white ball form. Akash, if the previous season is anything to go by, do you think the boundaries could be pushed further? Do you expect more and more from him now, given the fact that there have been two ICC titles also in the middle of the previous season and this one?
There will be one challenge though, Anant, is what I'm thinking. One, they still haven't won the trophy, so that's one thing that's always playing on his mind, on everybody's mind. Yeah. And two, he'll have a new set of batters around him. Barring Rajat Patidar, there is nobody from the previous season. There's no Faf du Plessis, there's no Will Jacks, there's no Glenn Maxwell. So now when you're charting a new course, suddenly you may also want to play a different brand of cricket. What if Phil Salt is not having the time of his life? If he's doing that, great, then Kohali can take time. But if he's not really on song, then Kohali will have to change his tack. And then you don't look at the orange cap, you look at just the way to actually contribute. Yeah,
I'm going to show you the milestones that he's nearing once again. Another season, he doesn't break records, he just makes new ones now. In the IPL 25 opener, it'll be Kohli's 400th T20 match. I'm pretty sure he'll break that. 350s away from 100 T20 50s. 114 runs away from 13,000 T20 runs. And that's not all. 44 runs away from becoming the first ever player to score 3,500 T20 runs at a single venue. Kohali against Bumrah should be a mouth-watering contest once again. I mean, of course, he was famously Jasprit Bumrah's first ever IPL wicket. But ever since then, there have been quite a few battles that these two gentlemen have fought against each other, even though Bumrah might come in later in the season for Mumbai.
So that's one question, because if my memory is serving me right, I think Mumbai is playing RCB only once.
Yeah.
So if for that one game, if Bumrah is available, yes, a mouth-watering contest. I mean, Bumrah is at the top of his game, and he will test Virat Kohali, the batter, and also the ego, because he's going to bowl bouncers at him. He'll say, okay, fine, take me on if you can. So that is something, a battle, a big mini battle within the big battle that excites you always, because of course, where else will you see Bumrah bowling to Virat Kohali? It's only the IPL.
Does like pace, doesn't he? And we've seen that in the numbers as well. The pace goes up from 142 or above, and suddenly Kohli starts relishing the prospect of scoring runs and scoring them freely as well. Sanjay, is this something that we're going to see more and more of?
Especially the first 6 overs, Anand, because he realizes that if he wants to get a little bit of momentum into his innings, the first 6 overs he's got to cash in. So this is one thing that he started doing last season, hitting the ball in the air, clearing the infield. And when somebody bowls well and keeps him quiet, then he goes down the pitch as well. All those shots that you can see, that on the up is a shot that is developed. So that's one of the advantages that he has in the first 6. The ball comes out of the bat. So he's at a stage where he likes pace of the pitch without swing, preferably. And of course, Bumrah's pace is a different matter because there is pace and there's also skills with it. But other bowlers, he'll relish them.
One of the skills perhaps could be using the back of the leg delivery against Virat Kohli.
See, you would try doing that because why bowl Fuller and somebody who's now who's shown the intent to take on the bowlers in the first 6 overs. He's doing a lot more often. So if you go slightly shorter, I'm not saying start bowling bouncers at him because he's quite comfortable against the short ball. But this is the length that you want to bowl. You want to stay outside of. You want to put a slip there, even though not many balls are actually going to go in that direction. But see, with anybody like him, you're opening the innings. See, first thought as a bowler, you have to think about ways to dismiss him. You're not trying to just keep him quiet. So if you dismiss him, how do you dismiss him? You don't dismiss him by bowling really full because that is where he's going to actually hammer you if the ball is not swinging for sure. So you go slightly back of length, keep him quiet, let him come down the pitch and see what happens.
But there's something different I wanted to talk about, which was his struggles against left-arm spin in particular, Sanjay. And over the last few seasons, we've seen that trend emerge. We've seen opposition captains look to put a left-arm spinner on straight away. Is that something of a trend that you expect to continue in this season?
It will continue, and it's well documented. And you know exactly where Virat Kohli can be kept quiet or make him think twice. Now, this is a guy who doesn't like to sweep. Just imagine the same left-arm spinner against the Suryakumar Yadav, starting out outside off, or even that line. He'll play a couple of sweep shots. And then the left-arm spinner is thinking more than the batter. Because he's very traditional, Virat Kohli, the left-arm spinners have a kind of an easy run because they're not really under pressure. So anything around good lane where the pitch is a little slow, they relish the opportunity because Virat doesn't quite get them to think by playing shots that most people now play, the reverse sweep as well. He never employs that, but maybe this season you might see that happening.
Saw the shackles come off last time, got the orange cap as a batter, but as somebody who's a leader of that pack, alongside Rajat Patidar, who's going to be captain. How important is Kohli's role in that dressing room, on the cricket field, just trying to help Rajat out?
See, the success of Rajat Patidar over a long period of time will be to actually come out of the shadows of Virat Kohli. See, Virat Kohli has been the leader of that franchise for a fairly long time. In fact, almost close to a decade. So he's done his bit. He'll still be there. Yeah. But something like what Mahendra Singh Dhoni did with Ruturaj Gaikwad. Go to him only when it is required or when he is asking and not being in his ear all the time. In fact, first few games, and I remember this distinctively, that they were losing and he was making mistakes. He said, allow him to make mistakes, let him be. Because how else is he going to actually learn if I'm going to spoon feed? So that's what I expect from Virat Kohli. If you've got a new leader now in Rajat Patidar, you've named him the captain because you think he's the best leader available amongst the lot, then allow him to be and make his own strategies and his own planning and be there whenever he needs you.